Hi everybody, my name is Mrs. Yeager and I am going to be your tour guide of sorts through NR 345 and 355. We're going to have a more formal introduction to this course on April 2nd when I see you all. However, I just wanted to give you a slight overview so you had a little bit of a opportunity to kind of dig in right before we begin and kind of let you know a couple of things about the course before we start. So first, welcome to the Childbearing, Child Rearing course. This is the first of your specialty courses, and this is going to be a combination of maternal newborn or OB nursing and pediatric nursing. But we will talk about a lot of things that kind of combine this. So we're really looking at it as a family and looking at the stages families go through. So again, that childbearing. So when families are first starting to have their children and thinking about everything from conception to the pregnancy to the delivery to the newborn care. And then as the child grows and the family grows, we're going to be looking at a lot of those aspects too. So it's not just specifically OB and peds. We are kind of combining them to look at the family overall, and hopefully that will be apparent as we look at some family theories. We talk about families throughout the course, and with one of your papers on something that looks at social determinants of health with families. So a couple of things that you need to know about the course. First, whenever you get a chance, please log into D2L. There are two different sites because these are two different courses. So your lecture is going to be NR 345 and your clinical will be NR 355. So please take a moment just to orient yourself. The content will have all of your syllabi and lectures, and then your discussions will be where you can put your discussion posts. Quizzes will be where all of your online quizzes will be located, and then obviously your grades will be there as well. There are introductory statements on both, so please look those over as you have time. I wanted to make you aware, though, of two things that are going to be coming up within the first week of the course so that you have a chance to look at those and possibly complete those before the 4th. So we will meet for the first time on April 2nd, and it is in a different classroom. I believe it's in Mullen 314. So that's going to be separate from the classroom that we usually use on Thursdays, which is in Pilla. But we will have class both on that Tuesday and that Thursday. And there are two things that will be due on the 4th. There are technically three. One is quiz 1, though, and that is not something you can work ahead on because you need all of the information from class 1 to take that. So these are the two things that if you wanted to work ahead, I know that you are all busy finishing up 325, but if you want to work ahead, these are two things that you can do. So one thing that is due will be your Safe Medicate Advanced Pediatric. There is a module and there's also an exam. They're both due on the 4th. And then also we're going to have 3 different challenge questions in this course that kind of look at an aspect of either pediatric, family, OB, that then we can talk about both online and in the classroom. So challenge question number 1 will be due by 0900 on the 4th as well. So first, the Safe Medicate. You need to complete the module, the Advanced Skills Pediatric Body Weight Based Calculations. This module needs to be completed before you complete the assessment or the exam. So this just shows you the Safe Medicate where you can find that under the modules. Make sure you complete the entire module. So the entire module has 4 different things. So you've got the introduction, the single dose, daily divided dose, and practice your skills. All 4 of those needs to be completed within 100% to get credit. So you'll see even under introduction, it has several other things and elements that need to be completed to complete that piece of the introduction. So again, make sure all of those things are completed to 100%. Once you've done that, then you can move on to the Advanced Skills Pediatric AA Formative exam that will pop up on your list of modules to complete. So I will open up the module that you take, the practice module, you can complete at any time. The actual formative exam will be open starting at noon on the 1st, and you just need to complete that by the start of class 0900 on the 4th. Okay, so if you're somebody that wants to work ahead, those will be available to you. Also, for the challenge questions, there are two different ways that you can get to it. If you go to the discussions page, you would just click on the actual link that says challenge question number 1, and you can see the first challenge question is going to look at societal influences or social issues that come up with bullying. So we're going to be talking about anti-bullying campaigns, bullying behaviors, and how that affects the mental health of children, and how that also impacts the structure of families. And so then you will just need to address that. It doesn't need to be overly lengthy. You just want to make sure that you have some input into this question. So you would just click on that blue Start a New Thread. It'll open up, it looks like a Word box, and just type your response. So the challenge questions are always going to be due by the class date, the start of the class on the date due. So challenge question number 1 is due on the 4th, and you'll want to have that completed by 0900. And that's so that then we can talk about the themes that we're seeing overall as a group. You will also need to reply to one classmate on their challenge question as well. And so those are due then by midnight of that same day. So again, your reply for challenge question number 1 to one of your peers, your colleagues, would be due by midnight on the 4th. For your clinicals, the clinical groups are going to be posted. They're currently posted on the 355 D2L page. Pediatric sites, we're going to be at main campus Cleveland Clinic. Our Cleveland Clinic folks, you're either going to be Tuesday or Wednesday on CCF M30, and then your maternal newborn rotation will be either Tuesday or Wednesday, so you'll kind of flip at Hillcrest. For my UH folks, your pediatrics will either be on Rainbow 6 or Rainbow 4 on Tuesdays, and then you will be on either the main campus at McDonald House on Wednesday or St. John's on Wednesday. So again, those groups are posted. You should also be hearing from your clinical instructor by probably that Monday before, just to introduce themselves, and they'll also let you know where to meet them at in the hospital, and if there's any tips or tricks about parking, those will be there too. Your clinical instructor will go over all of your clinical assignments, but again, all of those are also posted on D2L, so take a look, and if you have any questions, please let me know, and we'll just kind of briefly go over them the first day of class as well. So again, welcome to 345, 355. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in April. If you have any questions about the course before we begin, please feel free to reach out to me via email or stop by my office in Mullen 324. But otherwise, we'll get rolling in April. See you guys later.